think we are on the air. What's going on? How you guys doing? Welcome. Welcome to Plus One Daily. My name is John. Honored, grateful, very thankful that you guys decided to come and hang out with me today. I'll give it a few minutes before I get going, just so we have a few people in here. And then we will, hey, what's going on, Kevin? Then we're going to dig into it, man. This is a really, really cool topic that actually came up yesterday. We were hanging out, and I had the suggestion from Fran. She actually said, she started, asking how she could get better results, and it was, I think Blaine basically said, hey, man, marketing funnels. And I thought that was a really, really cool topic. What's going on, Tish? Hello. So, again, this topic, it seems to be in all other circles in internet marketing instead of our little niche. Everywhere online, this is talked about except in this business. And I think it's really, really important that we dive into it, but not only talking about marketing funnels, but also how we flip it. And it's kind of a concept that we came up with at Affiliate Funnel years ago, basically telling people how to build a proper funnel and flipping it so that you get the downline and business of your dreams. So we'll dive right into it. Okay, so if you do you go to Google and you just do a search on marketing funnels, there's 1,000,001 different graphics that appear, and I'll break down basically what I think is in the most important three parts of the funnel, and then we'll dive into the flipping of it and what's on the back end of it. So you see this awesome, nice little graphic behind me, right? It's nice, right? Come on, just give me some kind of props. I mean, I am an artiste. But it starts with awareness, courtship, and then marriage. So I'm going to give it in this example. I'm going to basically think of it as the young guy who sees the girl of his dreams. And he tells him that you gotta go, yes, go, follow me on this, okay? So the young guy, he sees the woman of his dreams. And she doesn't know who he is. He's just a guy in her class, right? And he's daydreaming. He's like, I'm gonna marry that girl one day. So the first thing that this guy has to do, obviously, is he needs to get her aware of him. So that might mean, in my case, it was, ignoring my wife, but cooking her a really good barbecue. So I won her with her my cooking ability. But anyways, I digress. But awareness, you need to get people to actually know you. So this dude, our hero in the story, needs to get people, he needs to get this woman to notice him. So he might bring her flowers. He might, say hi to her each and every day. The awareness begins, right? What's going on, Scott? Hello. Boris, how you doing? Raven Shield Marketing, how you doing? So the first thing, at all is that you need to bring awareness to the offers, to yourself. People need to know who you are. So awareness is the top of the funnel. The second part I got written down here, and I'll go into each, I'm kind of giving a little overview, but I'll go into each after. Courtship. So after the guy, our hero, meets the woman and she notices him after a couple of days, he's not going to get down on bended knee and go, will you marry me? He needs to court her. So this, might mean some more flowers. It might mean a date. It might mean, taking her to the movies. It might, a long walk on the beach. There's courtship involved. There's actual contact. There's actual relationships being built. But he's not swinging for the fences. He has not got down on bended knee yet. The courtship part of this takes time, and this is where a lot of internet marketers, now I'm kind of going back and forth. Hope you guys are following me. The internet marketing example compared to my hero getting the girl example. So the courtship thing takes time. You don't just go and meet a girl or a guy, meets a guy and they just fall in love right away and they get married and live happily ever after, right? This stuff takes time. It's the same thing in business. You can't go to someone and say, hey, I got $1,000 product, go buy this now. No one's going to do it. So the courtship takes time. This takes time to develop. And this is where most internet marketers and business people online fail miserably. They don't get that. They don't understand that this takes time, and the courting of customers, the relationship takes effort, give, take. It takes time. But then we come down to marriage. And this is when our hero gets down on bended knee and asks the woman of his dreams that he noticed in science class so many years ago to marry him. Now, this whole thing is a beautiful love story, right? I mean, this is obviously not as easy as it gets in business. There's loops, there's roller coaster rides, there's failures. So this whole thing is in a perfect scenario. But when you're focusing on creating awareness, courting your customers, and then eventually getting down on knees and saying, hey, here's, swinging for the fences, you start getting better opportunities to fill your funnel the proper way. So this is just one step. This is just the top of your funnel. You're bringing awareness to your offer. So we'll go through each of these. Awareness is traffic exchanges, viral mailers, social media, blog posts, YouTube channels, blab networks. You being out there in front of people so that people actually know you. The personal brand, what you're tweeting, what you're putting on Facebook, what you're putting on Instagram. This is all awareness to bring people in to your funnel so that you can court them. This is why I've said for years and years and years, be seen as much as you can, as often as you can, everywhere you can. Specifically in this business. Because the more people get to know you, like you, and trust you, the better chance you have at courting them. So the next step in this funnel is, it depends on your market, but, the traditional internet marketing funnel will have like a low price point, something $5 to $20. You're not swinging for the fences. You're just trying to woo them. And this is where, if you remember what Ken was talking about yesterday at the Legacy show, the customer service aspect of this is where this comes into play. When you're courting your customers and you're doing a really good job at providing value for them, you're treating them like gold. They might only spend $5 with you. It doesn't matter. They might only spend $20. It doesn't matter. That is the most important person in your funnel at that given time. You give them 110,000% attention to that person so that they start coming down the funnel more. You're courting them. This takes time, again, like I said. But a low price point offer, again, it depends on what your market is. But the internet marketing standard seems to be between $5 to $20. Can be, $47 sometimes. Depends, again, on your market. But it's a low-priced offer. You're not swinging for the fences here. You're not trying to get someone, for, a $1,000 offer during the courting process. Now, I'm not saying it won't happen. There's plenty of times it's happened in my business, but it all did start with awareness, right? Someone didn't just find you and say, here's $1,000. They had to get to know you. They had to actually know what you were offering. So, again, awareness leads to courtship down to marriage. And this is the beauty. This is the magic, and this is my little graphic that I wrote. I drew this so many years ago, right? I mean, this is what I mean by flipping the funnel. What you see online all the time is this, and I'm not just talking about MLMs here. Again, I'm not part of any MLM, but this is just an example. You always see this awesome downline, right? This pyramid type thing. It's so magical, right? All you need to do is refer one person who will refer two, who will refer three, who will refer four, and so on, and it's so beautiful, right? But if you guys have ever studied downlines in any of these programs, they more look like a diamond, right? They more look like a diamond because there's a lot of attention and then it just crashes because everybody loses interest, and it's really, really hard to build that perfect, beautiful, foundational organization in any of these businesses, right? This is wonderful. This is fantastic. It doesn't happen. This is what we're talking about when we're talking about flipping the funnel. All you're doing is creating awareness. People are coming into your funnel. You're courting them. It takes time. And then this is where the magic happens, right here. And I'm going to get into this part here of the flipped funnel. But this is where the magic happens. You spend all your time courting them, giving them value, providing excellent service so that they start filling your funnel and filling your downline properly. And this is what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about what this does after the magic happens. The relationship is being built. The relationship is being built. You've courted them. You've asked them to marry. But like this is a good example. Again, we're going to go back to the marriage example. Think about it. When you get married, do you stop doing date nights with your wife or husband? Do you stop trying to impress each other? I mean, some people do, and usually it ends in divorce, but I know me and my wife, every day now we're going for walks in the morning. We make sure we go on date night each and every week. We continue the relationship. We are building, it's a give and take. It's not just one side. You're giving value, they're giving you their money. You've got to give value so that they continue to do that. Again, the relationship thing doesn't end. But here's where the next part comes in, and it comes into retention. And we talked about this yesterday. We talked about why retention is so low in this industry is because we're not worried about the relationship side of things. We're not worried about the actual building of brands, building businesses with people first. The profits will come. They will come. They always come at the end of this. But the important thing is that when you're worried about the relationship first, the retention is automatic. There's this statistic I have put up on my wall here, and you guys have heard me talk about this before. Retention trumps acquisition. You retain 5% of your customers, that can mean a 30% increase in your income. Think about that for a second. If you're making $100,000 a year and all you got to do is worry about 5% of your customers sticking around, you'll add another $30,000 to your bottom line. It seems to be it's a no-brainer, right? So if we are worried about relationships when the funnel is flipped and we're building this awesome structure, we're worried about retention. So it comes relationships leads to retention. We want people, if you guys know, the most powerful thing in the world in online business is the residual income model. Each and every month, getting paid. Really good example of that is TE Pays right now, is a program that I promoted a couple of months ago. This thing is paying each and every month now, and all I had to do was sell it once because they're worried about the funnel. They're giving value each and every month for their customers to stay upgraded, which is continuing them to get income, giving the value to the customers, but also it's giving the affiliates residual income because the relationship is there, the retention is there, and then the next step in this flipped funnel is loyalty. Loyalty, to me, I wrote a book about it. The Loyalty Handbook is a PDF I wrote 10 years ago now? I mean, it's been a while since I wrote it. And what I stress in this book is that it's the one thing in business you can't buy. You can kind of buy customers. If you put yourself out there enough with awareness, people will get to know you, like you, and trust you. You can get them into your funnel. You can get them to might take an action step on a low, mid price point program. You can do that. But loyalty is the one thing you can't buy. I can't buy loyalty from my customers. It's got to be earned. But when you get that, when you get the loyalty, your business just explodes. It's Jeffrey Gitomer wrote an amazing book. I highly recommend it years ago. He said, customer service is worthless. Customer loyalty is priceless. It's a really good book by Jeffrey Gitomer. I highly recommend it. It's actually one of my favorite books that he ever wrote. He talks about just telling people you care about them and giving them good service you're supposed to do that. You shouldn't get a cookie for giving your customers good service. You shouldn't get a high five for giving people good service. That should come automatically. But what that does is it creates loyalty. And loyalty is the thing that really matters in business because it's the thing that you have to actually earn. You can't buy it. You have to earn it. And it takes time. Again, this whole process, this whole marketing funnel takes time, man. It's not overnight. So now we're talking about relationship leads to retention, which leads to loyalty, and then the bottom of the funnel, man. This is the bottom of the foundation of everything. We've created awareness. We've courted them. We've asked them to marry us. We've built the relationships. We've retained them. We've created loyalty. And then the bottom of it is advocacy and creating raving fans. When you get that, that's like the pinnacle. That's like the ultimate aha moment in business. When you get people that are promoting you and talking good about you and recommending you and telling people that it's a no-brainer to do business with you, oh boy, that is it, man. That is the glory. That is the best thing to happen in business, because you have done the work. You've created the awareness. You've put your pages out in rotation. You've done the blog posts. You've done the commenting on YouTube. You've been out there in front of people. You've shown up each and every day when everybody else gives up. You've courted your customers. You've worked hand in hand with them. You've spent the time to develop their skills, and here's some awesome offers that you can sell to them, and they're getting a ton of value from it. You then swing for the fence and say, hey, let's do this, man. Let's go all in. You create that bond, which leads to the relationship. The relationship takes time. The courtship to relationship, this takes a long time. And most, again, like I said, 99% of the people won't do this stuff because it actually requires you to show up each and every day. And then that leads to retention. Retention is huge. That's the residual income model. If you worry about 5% retention, it could turn into 30% increased income. It trumps acquisition 10 times out of 10. Then it leads to customer loyalty, which is the thing you can't buy. It's the ultimate sign that you are doing good things for your business. And then finally, creating raving fans, creating advocacy, people that are actually excited for your stuff, excited to share your stuff, excited to talk about your stuff, and that really is truly the pinnacle of it all. So what we can do right now is we can work on the awareness, right? This is the thing you can work on each and every day. This is the thing why you need to set up proper marketing funnels, proper squeeze pages, really good personal brands, getting your blogs out there, getting your name out there, getting your social media accounts out there, getting people to know, like, and trust you. You can do this each and every day. This is what should take up the bulk of your time when you're working online, because everything else is on the back end, right? The relationships, the loyalty, the one-on-ones, that stuff can be handled behind the scenes, but the awareness is what you can work on each and every day right now. So this is what I would recommend that you guys do today. You can Google marketing funnels and print out some really good graphics. This is one that I really enjoyed. This was the flipped funnel one that I found. I typed in Google marketing funnels and I found some cool stuff. This is the one I shared with you guys yesterday, awareness, consideration, decision. There's 1,000,001 of them. The important thing, though, is that you take it, you go and print one out, and you start developing a game plan. How do I want to create more awareness? How do I court more people? What are some products or services I can sell to people at a low cost? And then again, the bottom of the funnel, what's my swing for the fences offer? For us, the bottom of our funnel right now is things like, Core 4, List Viral, even Track.me and Rocket Responder. A lot of that stuff. We do have consulting packages that are thousands of dollars, but we would not sell the consulting packages at the top of our funnel. It's at the bottom of our funnel, right? So yeah, go to Google, type marketing funnel images, go find one, print it out so you can see and you can actually visualize what you're doing. It really helps out a lot. And then again, this is the thing I drew so many years ago. The magic happens right here. Stop trying to fill your funnel just without working on the top of it. This doesn't work. It's a pipe dream. This never happens. This happens. This happens all the time when you're worried about bringing awareness, developing a relationship, then for the magic to happen. It's a beautiful thing down here. So I hope that helped. I really, really hope that helped you guys. I will be putting this video up on plusonedaily.com so you can watch it again. This is, a basic marketing funnel behind me here, awareness, courtship, marriage, but there's so much more to it with the bottom of it, and that's what I really want to focus on with this show. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Now I'm going to say, see you later. Thanks for coming, but I know that I have to work on this exit because this is when I shut it down prematurely, and then no one gets to hear the end. So I'll just say thanks for coming and rocking with me. Be sure to share the blog post that will be up on plusonedaily.com in a bit, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. And I'll just sit here for about 5 minutes and have a drink of water while I shut down the stream.